de missiles d'intrus sur le domaine de Windsor à l'ouest de Londres se poursuivent. En octobre, le roi a dépouillé son frère de ses titres royaux et lui a ordonné de quitter sa résidence près du château de Windsor. Cette décision fait suite à des années sur les liens entre Mountbatten Windsor et Epstein.
L'acteur Eric Dane, connu pour ses rôles dans Grey's Anatomy et Euphoria, est décédé jeudi à l'âge de 53 ans, ont annoncé ses représentants. L'acteur est mort des suites d'une SLA ou sclérose latérale amyotrophique, également sous le nom de maladie de Charcot, moins d'un an après avoir annoncé son diagnostic.
Spend Christmas Day, and there is also a fierce loyalty among many of the residents here as well for the royal family, of course, because of that they have with this place. And of course, as we know, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor only moved here to the Sandringham estate to Wood Farm around about just over 2.5 weeks ago. He was living prior to this at the Royal Lodge in Windsor, but then as part of those sanctions that were put in place towards the end of last year, the decision then was made that he would of course lose his titles, including that Prince title, and also that he would be having to leave Royal Lodge, and then it was eventually agreed or announced that he would be moving to the Sandringham estate and funded by the King. So as I say, Andrew is a relatively new resident over here, but he now does live just up that road behind me, and as we understand it, he is there now, but as I say, we haven't seen him yet.
Family, first of all, and of course on Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. I mean, the optics of it, first of all, you know, the police cars, the unmarked police cars yesterday morning, the detectives going out, those kind of grain photos, to then that pretty iconic photo, I think we can say that now, of Andrew Mountbatten Windsor being driven away from the police station, looking quite defeated in the back seat, I will say. I mean, the photo that's in all the cover of the newspapers this morning, rightly so, you know, that is the money shot. I think that really sums up, you know, the past 24 hours of Andrew Mountbatten Windsor's surprise arrest, of his release last night. Like I said, we cannot underestimate how seismic this has been.
From their high school diploma.
It was a foothold of about 350 million people. Our ambition is that by 2030 we'll be in 15 countries, and we'll be banking on an addressable population of 700 million.
Le but de la mission est de les emmener autour de la Lune afin de tester. Le but de la mission est de les emmener autour de la Lune afin de tester le fonctionnement du vaisseau.
We're sitting here in the growing up.
I've been skiing on glaciers since I was 9 years old, and most of the glaciers that I used to ski on are pretty much gone.
depuis les années 1950, une fonte massive qui s'est même accélérée lors des dernières décennies.
A shrinkage of all the glaciers in Italy and worldwide. We quantified a reduction 60 years of about one-third of the Italian glacier areas.
À travers le monde, plus de 7 milliards de tonnes de glace ont été perdues depuis 2000 selon une étude parue l'an passé. Les conséquences, elles, sont multiples, chute de rives, élévation du niveau de la mer ou menace des ressources en eau, mais il n'est pas encore trop tard pour agir.
Our lifestyle and we can reduce our emissions and our little contributions means instead a big modification in the emissions.
À terme, l'impact sur le sol va être conséquent. Les villes susceptibles d'accueillir les Jeux Olympiques d'hiver se feront de plus en plus rares.
Khalid, who is close allied to Iran, he was the deputy of before, and he seems to be also having some good chances. Those 86 people who are supposed to be electing one of the two people, most of them are from Gaza and from the spend sometimes in the Israeli prisons. So they have over Gaza than the abroad, but no one knows who's going to win this. But we understand that Hamas also want to fill, leadership vacuum in other places. About 13 out of 18 members of the Hamas political office in Gaza were killed 2 years of war, and they need to be able to fill all of these before taking a very important decision when they talk about, disarmament of Hamas and Hamas leaving power in Gaza.
Yes.
So Conservative guide, lots of people came on and said that's just about setting the bar lower for the new guy, the incoming CEO. Did you like what you heard on the call?
I did.
Was in Cairo about last year, and he met with the Egyptian. He was here in Istanbul and met with I understand that he proposed, some idea how Hamas would, handle its weapon. Well, yet if what Hamas is planning would be acceptable by Israel and because he was talking about a period from 1 to 3 years to hand over the weapon, and he said he told the mediators can't hand the weapon to the Israelis. It has to be under observation and Egypt.
The tax refunds that are coming in, that should be a sales driver, particularly in the first half of the year. So let's see what it looks like. They gave a wide enough range that there's places that they can go, and the investment spending should deliver returns.